The Fast Food Podcast.
If you've been living under a rock recently,
that's the safest place right now. Especially if you live in Miami.
If you've been living under a rock right now, you wouldn't have known. But Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, had a lawsuit filed by Cassie, his ex-girlfriend.
It was loading though.
Which he actually settled like a day later.
Yeah, real quick.
23 hours.
Real quick. In the actual 35-page document, there was things that alluded to sexual abuse. Remember, we can't use the R word on here, so we're going to use sexual abuse. And mental abuse. Apparently...
and physical.
Apparently, they were having things called freak-offs, where they would invite Donnies to come in and clap cheeks, and apparently it wasn't just Cassie's cheeks getting clapped. And fast forward, the lawsuit was settled for apparently 35 million.
Which is light.
If I speak?
I'm in trouble.
So, there's so much more information even coming out today. But let's just dissect this thing from the top. He's in trouble, isn't he? He's in trouble.
I'm not really afraid of anybody, so I can talk. He did that shit.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just start.
The Fast Food Podcast. While we do invite guests on the show, the views expressed on the show are those of the guests and do not necessarily coincide with the views of the Fast Food Podcast. Sorry, but carry on.
Question to Rita: is it typical of women in general?
Okay.
To be with a guy, a bad boy, or be attracted to bad boys, and then get to a certain age, and then all of a sudden now all of that ain't really what you really want to do?
I'm not gonna lie. At my age, you should not be a bad boy.
Right.
But you should have.
Right.
Been something.
Okay.
So we have an understanding.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Are you sorry? Just so my brain.
No, I'm saying have some streetwise.
Okay, so
mentality.
you want that knowledge.
Do you know what I mean? Because if you don't,
right? Okay, so you want a street-wise gentleman.
Yeah.
So you want a gentleman savage. I respect that. But how it registered in my brain was you don't want him to be a bad boy at the age
Excuse the pun.
Yeah. Thank you. But you'd like that you would prefer if they had that phase previously.
Yeah, 100%.
So they no longer have to go, you know what, I've never had that phase. Let me switch it on now. Is that what you're saying?
You come out of it though, man. Most guys have come out of it. At my age, I'm not going to lie. If you're still on the same shit, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
Because at my age, you shouldn't be on that shit.
Which is what's happening now to Diddy. If I'm looking at the situation as a whole, it looks like things are catching up to him. Because I don't know.
Quickly.
Yeah. I don't know if...
Okay, how old was he then? Because Cassie was 19. How old was he?
37.
He was 37 when he was with Cassie.
Yeah.
So when I'm saying...
18 years.
When I'm saying you're...
18-year difference.
He's got 18 years.
So you're going to tell me that things that only now catch... He's probably still doing his shit.
No, but
because there's no way he's 38 and still...
So let's be honest. Like, you see the God rest her soul, Kim.
Yeah.
His
ex-baby mums.
Yeah. Things have been said about them two.
Yeah.
Which brings everything into question. Yeah. Now, my thing is, listen, quite frankly, I don't really give a fuck. Like, it doesn't influence my life in any way, shape, or form.
For the sake of the podcast.
Because we're podding.
Yeah, because we're podding. Yeah. However, it was very strange, the relationship he had with Cassie.
Right.
And the reason
based on the age difference? Or?
No. I was a musician. I was into music heavily. So there is a particular gentleman that I followed heavily many, many years ago.
Who was her ex?
We're going to get there.
Oh, I forgot his name.
His name is Ryan Leslie.
Ryan Leslie.
Next selection.
One of the most talented people I've ever seen or
Facts.
heard
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I followed him thoroughly.
Production value.
Production value.
He did the smash for her.
Yeah, he was.
Me and you.
That was her man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bearing in mind, he's a lot younger than Diddy.
Yeah. True.
So that was her man.
Right.
He then, because he was the producer, he was in Sony, he was the guy. He then told, "Yo, bro, I've got the next one."
Yeah.
And Diddy basically said, "All right, I'll take it from here."
Right.
I'll take it from here.
Not only did Diddy do that, but he also created allegedly, it's not alleged for me, but allegedly for the sake of the pod, he also created a space in which Ryan Leslie could no longer thrive.
Yes.
Have you heard of Ryan Leslie since? No. Point in case. And he's, to me, one of the best producers to have ever done it. He can play every instrument. He is creative. He can sing. He writes. He wrote all of Cassie's songs.
Right.
And Cassie didn't release more music because she was not allowed to continue to work with him.
Do you think Cassie had some sort of input into terms of all the sexual encounters that was going on with her and Dizzy? No. Or do you think that it was just one-sided where he was...
money is powerful, you know.
Right.
Money is very powerful, especially in the music industry.
Yep.
Money is powerful.
Yeah.
If she came out with that stuff then, who's going to believe her?
Yeah.
And in her head, she's probably thinking, no one's going to believe me.
Yeah.
Because of the status he's at.
Right. So...
But aside from money, sorry to interject, but aside from money, I think that's what happens when you date a younger woman. When you're a lot older, there seems to be that, he is more mature.
There's a dynamic.
He is this, he is that.
Yeah.
There is a dynamic.
No?
Because
They're not.
Nah.
So
I'm not saying that
time.
they are. I'm not saying that they are, but I know because I have people that I know. I'm not going to call them friends because you can't be my brethren doing that. But their whole thing was they dated younger women because in their minds they could shape them to be how they want them to be.
But is that's a thing?
That is a thing.
For some. There are some relationships where, it's not like that.
Because he was buying her. Obviously, he was buying her a lot of gifts. He bought her a house. He was doing a lot of what do you call it? Recon.
Records.
He was doing a lot of recon. Certain things that he was doing, and my thing was this.
That's what a guilty man does.
When the whole thing started to come out.
Hello? Sorry. Hello? Yep.
When the whole thing come out, I didn't know this, but it's very interesting that Cassie's attorney was the same person who took down Harvey Weinstein. So
hello.
So based on that, there had to be a lot of evidence and a lot of things that had happened in that relationship that he didn't want to come out.
100%.
And another thing, let's be honest. If based on what you've just said, it was the same attorney that took down Harvey Weinstein.
Same lawyer.
Yeah, same lawyer. Now, as a lawyer, the worst thing for a lawyer is a bad record.
Right.
Therefore, lawyers at that particular level are very peculiar about the cases that they represent.
Right.
Not because of the money, because the money will come regardless. Yeah. But it's because of the status. And if I lose this case, this looks bad on me.
Right.
So let me make sure that this is a winner before I take it.
Right.
That's number one.
Pause.
Before I take the case.
Right.
Right, you didn't allow me to conclude. Yeah, pausing me before I can conclude the train of thought.
You don't like you want to say something. He wants to say something so badly.
No,
boy.
but
Look at him.
But you know what it is? I'm just dark skinned. I'm saying what he's thinking. Yeah. So it's almost like I'm operating in But I believe wholeheartedly. Number one. He's a wrong 'un. Number two, We've all known this. We've all known.
I didn't know.
I don't know.
Bro,
No, hold on.
know.
Yo, no. Don't do that. Don't do that because you want to get a deal with.
Do you know?
With
I tell you.
Ciroc. Don't do it.
E-man, I tell you who I knew about. I knew about R. Kelly. I knew about.
Cool.
I knew about R. Kelly.
So you're telling me that when we
I didn't know about Diddy.
Okay, so you're telling me that when we were watching Making the Band, when we were watching... Okay, you know what? Let's do this. And I'm going to show you that you knew.
Okay.
Remember he used to have a butler?
Yeah. Mr. Farnsworth. Was it Farnsworth?
Who?
Yeah, what's his name?
Farnsworth Bentley.
Yeah? Cool. Where is he?
Yeah, that's a point. Did he... What do you think he was beating him?
He was silenced.
Yeah, but I don't know.
No. But the moment he stopped, remember he stopped working for. I'll just remind you, just refresh you.
Yeah.
A little timeline.
A little timeline. He started working for Diddy. He was everywhere.
Yeah.
The suavest nigga on TV. Smooth.
Yeah, you can say the word nigga.
Yeah, he stopped working for him. And then he came out and said a few things. Yeah. Then he had to retract what he said. And then they started working again together. And then, you do remember that, don't you? Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do, because you're old like me. Yeah. Anyway, then after that, he stopped working with him and he disappeared. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So that's why you should know.
Yeah, that's why. No. I mentioned Ryan Leslie.
There you go.
I mentioned Ryan Leslie.
But what I'm saying to you is, there was rumors all the time about naked basketball games at his crib. And yeah. You know, trust me, when you go down the YouTube rabbit hole, but there was nothing concrete that, before Cassie came out and said anything, there was nothing concrete. There was people talk. You know the thing about it is, and this is why...
Remember the Making the Band girls?
Yeah, but Danny T. Kane.
Kane.
But that's what I'm saying. What's happening now, what's happening today is, because the news has broke, all the information based on what has happened in the past with ex-bandmates, ex-artists, ex-executives, blah, 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 is all adding up. It's all a fuel to it. But it's not... Unless we all in this room was in and around Diddy or in the industry in America.
Okay, so how did you know about R. Kelly?
Because the survivor...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you. I mean, I just want to know.
Okay, how do I answer this?
Off you go.
The reason why I know about R. Kelly was sex tape that came out, and I knew he was greasy. But
I was
too young to kind of. It was almost one of those things where when that tape came out and it was all over the place and everybody was rushing to each other's yard to watch it on VHS. Remember the VHS days? Mm-hmm. Everybody, but it was like visually it was enough grainy and that. So it's like, was it R. Kelly? That's what they were saying in court. Yeah. Was that R. Kelly? Was it not? I thought it was, but they couldn't prove that.
Right.
But
you knew.
But yeah, I kind of thought he was a bit greasy. Yeah, I thought he was a bit greasy.
But you didn't know about
Drizzy, freckles.
But you didn't know about this.
Yes, let's pod then. If you're podding, let's pod them. Let's pod properly then.
So ladies and gentlemen, this is the name of the episode.
All right.
So you didn't know about Diddy.
Your investigation trail got you to Robert.
Yeah. No problem.
There was no problem. There was no
And you said that one I knew.
Absolutely.
But then
You're on
this
one?
one?
I'm not too sure.
Take that.
I mean, it's even in the ad-libs, bro. Take that. That could have been backshop business. Listen. Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Press the bell.
Here's where I'm conflicted.
Just the same thing as saying I didn't know that man was eating yamming pom on the toilet. Anyway, that's
Oh, we'll get to that.
Oh God.
Here's the confliction. Here's where I'm conflicted.
Right.
So, if you are mentally and physically causing damage to me, while I would like you to do it and expose stuff straight away, I get it. You're gonna take time to gather all your evidence, speak to certain people, and say, "Look, I'm looking to do this thing. Are you down for me to mention your name?" Right? Cool. So that's what you're doing. Take that. Cool. When you drop that bomb, because, ladies and gentlemen, it was a bomb. Yeah. There was no lead up to it. No. It just happened.
Yeah, I was having bran flakes. I was having bran flakes or something. Boom. And then I was just what?
Frosties. Drop.
Yeah, bro. I was like Wheatos. I think it was Wheatos. My son's Wheatos. Yeah, he was pissed off with me about that.
Of course,
as well,
I'd be as well.
Yeah.
Like, you drop that. I feel if I was representing Cassie, I'm trying to snap the empire to its core.
No, but hold on. That's exactly what happened.
No, but what I'm saying is that lawsuit price, settlement price, it felt to me like it was a compensation of a justice thing.
Right.
Me personally, I'm rocking your shit to the core.
No, but understand this. Sorry. I agree with you. But what I will say is this, from a legal perspective.
Yeah.
Number one is any number above 35 million, because remember, you have to separate the man from the business.
Okay.
Yeah? So your liquid assets and your corporate assets are two different things.
Right.
Okay. So they sat down and had a conversation and said, let's look at a number that is financially feasible for the individual, not the corporations.
Okay.
Because I'm coming for you, not your business. Right. Yeah. However,
apparently the businesses was in the lawsuit though. His businesses was.
But hear this now. However, every single business that he has taken the biggest drop possible.
And separated from him as well.
And had to detach from him.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm Cassie, I know this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So what I need to do is, like, let's say, for example...
if I'm Cassie's lawyer, I know this was...
Yeah, if I'm Cassie's lawyer, I know this is where we're going. Yeah. So she might have come in and say, I want half.
Yeah.
Like, I was listening to another pod, and Chucky said something like, yeah, I would have gone for half.
Shout out to Chucky.
Shout out Chucks.
Yep.
My thing is, yes, but no. Because whether you like it or not, if you're coming for a settlement, which is what it seems like they were going for.
Yeah.
Her whole thing wasn't the settlement.
So you're saying she wanted to go to the Supreme Court with the whole thing?
No, I believe
she wanted to light the fire.
And
everyone else.
I believe she wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Chuck the bomb and just watch it.
Right.
Because it's like you did me because let's be honest.
Because it was federal court. It wasn't federal court is like civil court, isn't it? It's like,
but like, let's be honest. If it's a shakedown, I'm coming to you first.
Yeah. Right.
I'm coming to you first and saying, if you don't give me X, Y, and Z, I'm gonna go and X, Y, and Z.
Right. It weren't that.
It weren't that.
No. What leading up to what? Okay.
No, they've been gathering evidence. They've been putting the case together, but they filed.
I didn't know that, Joe. So you're saying there's a year of information gathering up to that point where it came out. Okay.
I think he knew from whenever he started his whole
the proceedings.
Brother Love.
agenda of giving people their masters.
Yeah.
Oh no, but he didn't know it was coming from her. He knew that there were people coming after him.
Right.
Do you understand? He knew that there was people because Mace said it. Mace said some of us are gonna have to take this to court.
Yeah.
Because Mace has been the one championing this whole
For a while. Yeah,
for
but
a minute.
it's not been highlighted as much because obviously people are like, well, you've kind of got a gripe with him because you know
understand what I'm
this, that, and the
saying?
third.
So
Yeah.
right message, wrong messenger kind of thing.
Yeah.
But with her, it was a thing of like she went court and said, yeah, hold this.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
word on the street
Makes
is
sense.
allegedly
Yeah.
he gets all his artists to sign NDAs. So here's your masters back, but
Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you an NDA.
Yeah.
So you want your masters back, you can have it. That's fine. But you have to sign this NDA. So it's like, well, hang on a minute.
They can't even talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So regardless of what they've seen, they can't talk. My thing is, I just like to see, like, look, if you're a nasty someone, bitch, I need all your shit. I need all your dirty laundry put outside.
Right.
I want the shakedown. I want Sean John deceased. I want Revolt deceased.
Bro,
I
did you
want
see
Bad Boys Records deceased. I'm rocking you to the core, so you go from broke to rich to broke again.
Well,
that's me.
And that's the reason why 50 is a don.
Tell me why.
Did you see what he said?
I said a lot of things.
Bro,
I feel like he's okay. All right.
he said, if you know what's good for you,
Yeah.
just sell me Revolt now.
Yeah, he's even telling him
Just-
to file bankruptcy. He's like, yo, people with money know what I'm telling you is right. Just
right.
file bankruptcy.
Yeah.
I feel 50's obsessed with Puff. I'm gonna be honest with you, because if you go on 50's page, every other post is about Puff.
I
And the problem is,
I understand it
For
though.
a reason, though.
What? Because me and you, your baby mother ended up in my bed.
Yeah, that's fuckery.
Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you
that's fuckery.
from my perspective of 50.
Go on.
50 Cent, in my opinion, should be given or granted a doctorate in marketing.
Yeah.
He has found a way to, with low budget, make his thing go
Yeah.
kalas.
It's you know what it is.
Ciroc
Yeah.
is a direct competitor of one of his brands. If you see every post that he posts about,
Always got that hashtag.
he's got the hashtag.
Yeah. And he don't even drink. You know he doesn't drink
He
alcohol,
don't drink.
right?
You understand what I'm
He
trying to say?
drinks ginger ale in his glass. And whenever you see him when it's like champagne, ginger ale. He said it in his. I'm listening to his audiobook. He doesn't drink alcohol.
You know what it is? They've never liked each other, Claire. And I don't. For 50 coming after Diddy, I'm not surprised. He comes. 50's like that. 50 is like almost like another media outlet.
Yeah, but
he's almost like his own shade.
But where was that for?
Do you know what I mean?
He doesn't even do that for Rose, and Rose be talking a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but he don't like.
Yeah, but
He don't like Diddy.
No, but
bruv. He don't like
you're
Diddy.
you're not getting it. It's not about the beef. Rose has no financial value for him. What has Rose got, or what lane is Rose in that is a direct parallel or in direct competition to him?
Okay, fair.
Yeah, but
fair.
you might be right with that. But I just don't think he's got the energy for Rose like that. That whole beef they had was music.
Yeah, but do you remember what's her name?
With Diddy and 50 Cent is a real personal beef.
Bruv,
Is it?
Bruv,
Yeah, bro.
his baby mother
Yeah.
ended up dating Puff.
Yeah.
And
And
his thing was,
Yeah, but
out of
he
all
don't
the
give a
Negroes you could go out with,
Yeah.
him, and that's when he
Don't-
started to just aim for Puff's head all the time.
Did he ask 50 Cent to go to take him shopping?
that didn't help.
When you're from Jamaica, Queens, never ask somebody to go shopping with you.
What, he said to
50,
let me take you shopping. Because he thought he needed clothes.
Like 50's a bad beat.
Yeah. He didn't like that either. Yeah.
Is that disrespect?
What?
Is that disrespect?
Huh?
If another man looks, he goes, you know what, bro? I'm going shopping. Let's roll. Why don't you roll?
What?
Is that disrespect?
There's two
It's a
things.
question.
There's two things. So if I said to you, let's go shopping, you'd be like, I'm down. Why? Because we're brethren.
Right.
Yeah? And I'm not making no comments on your appearance.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
I'm
going
going. I
shopping.
know this place.
Let's
go.
go.
There's some
Yeah,
blood
that's-
in my
yeah,
butt.
that's
But then
different, isn't
there's a different thing.
Okay,
different.
If I now say to you is,
You're a bad B.
look at you, let me come and spend some money on you.
Yeah. And then Diddy's always on. Don't you see the Drink Champs episode where Diddy was sitting around with Jadakiss and Fabulous, and they were talking about, why don't you come party with me? And they were like, we partied with you. No, really party.
What else did he say on that pod?
But then you still didn't know, did you?
I'm going to give you a drilling.
You still didn't know.
You didn't know.
You didn't know.
I was dropping that word that begins with D, that starts with D, ends with Y a lot, and I was like, "What, bro?
He's going to give him a drilling. So I think it's all right. Let's move on to the fact that the ex-security guards are coming out and talking hella grease, right? So this dream. So this,
Guess what? Because you can sue them. They ain't got shit.
Bro, one of them surname is Dill. Man's name is Gene Dill.
he knows
I'm
the
here
deal.
to get.
Nah, man. Nah. Look. If I'm giving my artist NDA, sorry, my security getting two of them. What we doing? They know the most stuff about you, bro.
This Donny went on the show on a YouTube channel episode and said, he was in an exotic shop with Diddy.
Oh, loud. I
and
remember.
Diddy was buying butt plugs.
Right. Intermission.
I'm taking a break.
What?
He said,
Bro, you said it already
No,
once.
no.
You have to say it again.
he said he was dropping Diddy off to these like these baths, these Turkish baths. So the man was like, so the Turkish baths? He goes, no, by the way, these Turkish baths, man are going there to discuss business and get cheeks clapped.
Yeah.
What, at a Turkish bar?
At a Turkish bar. At a Turkish bar,
I think you
bro.
were getting
Have you ever had a man before?
Huh?
It's a Turkish bath, isn't it?
Wait, what?
Excuse me?
Nigga, what?
Hammam bath. Yes. I've heard of those.
Yeah, it's a real
Halal
thing, you
one.
know.
No. I had the halal one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely had the halal one.
My thing is this, before we conclude, is...
She asked you a question, to be fair.
What?
What we doing?
He's skating around that one.
I know.
It's like you didn't know the question either.
Mr. Winter Wonderland over here just
It's
skating
called a
around.
hammam.
What you doing?
My thing is, is
I bet you've had one. You don't even know.
why are we talking...
And you didn't even know, she said. She said you had one and you didn't even know.
Listen, these narratives...
You need consent for that.
These narratives will not be painted on me.
I don't know.
So,
Seems like she used the same investigation skills you had for R. Kelly for this, bro.
how do we feel about people not really talking about this situation? Do we feel like people know what he's been on from day one and just keeping it?
I genuinely believe people don't talk about stuff from where they believe that they can gain something from.
Right.
You know what the irony is, E? This industry that we're in, because we're all part of it, it's funny because when Uncle Bill got into his passer, everyone was a comedian. Everyone was Dave Chappelle 2.0 with the jokes.
Yeah.
Bill this, Bill that. Jonathan Majors get into his little passer, which the trial has already started last week.
Yeah.
Everyone's got opinion on a Jonathan Majors situation. Robert, the guy you first highlighted when you was in his company, sort of happening. Everyone's got jokes for Robert. Everyone had jokes for Robert when the thing broke.
I've got an explanation for that.
Now, someone that I know this person is very polarizing, but I find him very entertaining, and his don't give a fuck attitude actually brings a lot of things to light. Academics was in a situation where he highlighted, the city girls should either disband or focus totally on the music, because everything else is taking their focus from the music. This Donnie, whose name I shall not mention, because I don't want that smart, I don't play like that, but she's got a friend, Diddy's little young thing.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a buck. We
yeah.
always like, Diddy's got a nice little thing on his arm. How young is she? She's quiet as a mouse since all these things happened.
Yeah.
Miss Young Miami's got everything to say about everything. She's been quiet as a mouse. Wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight right now.
Oh, then you see her on live.
What, recently?
Yeah.
What's she talking about? Everything but...
No. So she was on live with
Double S.
Another person.
Double S.
Yeah,
Double S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Double S.
Yeah, that's... I'm not... Yeah. Bro, hey.
I'm not
I'm a
talking about so
businessman.
solid.
No. Anyway, she was on live with said
Facts.
individual.
Yeah.
And they were reading the comments and bantering, and someone made a rightful comment.
Say something.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And that's my problem, because I say all that to say this, because when that was going on with Academics and Young Miami, who's Diddy's side piece, because he's never officially made her his thing, and she's happy with coming off the bench.
She's getting, anyway.
Right? Queen Latifah and a lot of people was on Academics. Oh, you've always got something to say about women. You always got something to tear them down. My son, the rapper, the conscious rapper. All right, cool. If this is how you lot feel, I respect that.
Yep.
Where are you now?
Yep.
Where are you now that Puff D, Diddy, Diddly, Diddler, Puff Daddy, Puff Diddy, Brother Love, Love Under the Covers, whatever you want to call him.
That's
What are you saying now?
That's why he called himself Brother Love, because he don't.
Yeah, but where are they now? Where are those voices? Where are those voices that are so pro black women and protecting black women and all that? Where are you now?
Bro, the reality is, let's be honest, like, people can talk, like, you know, if I'm, like, in the end, cool, with the man there.
Yeah.
You know, there was that guy that you know he's not on nothing. So if he did something, or even if he didn't, you will say something about him because you know he's not on nothing.
Yeah.
What I've heard is that Diddy is on stuff.
Didn't
he blow up? In her statement, she said when Kid Cudi was around her, humming and shit like a hummingbird, and Puff got wind of it, man blew up his car on some mafia movie shit.
He had Wale over a balcony.
Bruv.
Yeah, no.
This is mad,
He had
bruv.
Wale over my brother, my Nigerian brother.
Listen. If you read that lawsuit, to someone who's got no inkling about the music industry or hip hop or who these people are, they'll be like, "Wow, you're reading me a really good movie script. When is it coming out?" And you're like, "No, this is apparently what happened in real life. What are we doing?"
And that's my point. I think people are quiet because Diddy would pull up.
All right, I know we're gonna go to another intermission, but here's a question in regards to what we're talking about. Do you think that a lot of people are being quiet on this situation because in the time and era that these things were happening, it wasn't considered as a bad thing?
That's a good question.
So now we're in this era where it's like, whoa, that's not...
Think about the things that we did in the 90s that probably might have not...
Cheek, though.
Or blowing up cars or anything like that.
Don't look at me like that, Rita. Things that we did in the 90s.
We're going by what P did to Cassie, right?
No. We're just talking about what happened in the culture, like parties, drinking, tables, ecstasy, dropping pills, going to hotels.
Choo-choo.
I never had a freak off.
That girl 17,
in fact,
50.
what is a freak off?
Yeah, what is it?
What is a freak off?
Why you ask that question and look my direction?
Because you mentioned
looked at the camera.
Because out of the man, then you're probably the one that's done that.
I don't even know what it is.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all That, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
is
come
all
on.
she
In his
wrote.
defense, you don't even know what it is.